Hey guys, Kamen here with the review. This time I'll be reviewing the deluxe Geiz Majesty Ridewatch from Kamen Geo. This is a special Ridewatch given Geiz in Kamen Geo Next Time Geiz Majesty, which allows him to obtain his true final form. So, let's get started. First off, let's start by looking at the Geiz Majesty Ridewatch in detail. So first things first, as should be quite visibly apparent, this is a recolor of the Garren Geo Ridewatch. This time done up in black and red, as well as gold, matching up well with Geiz's general color scheme. You can see that all that chrome gold has been replaced with chrome red. The different shades of clear gold have all been replaced with glitter-infused clear red, which is about the same color as the clear cover of the original Geiz Ridewatch. And then we have this gold inner ring with a picture of Geiz Majesty's face here in the middle. On the back we have the railing with the QR code and the activation button. If we press it, we'll open up the Ridewatch and get the first sound. And here we have the expanded Geiz Majesty Ridewatch. And like with the Garren Geo Ridewatch, this has these outer rings with images of the past Heisei secondary riders. So starting from here, one quirk about this is because Kuga didn't have a secondary rider, they decided to make the first slot to have Geiz in it. And then we have G3, Knight, Kaixa, Garren, Ibuki, Gatack, Zeronos, Kaixa, Diend, Accel, Birth, Meteor, Beast, Garren, Mach, Specter, Brave, and Crappas. Then we move on to the next set of sounds. After going through this again, as it does reset after time. So next sound will be the rider introduction. The ultimate warrior who expels great evil, Geiz Majesty. Then we have voice lines from Geiz. And from there it loops back to the beginning. Next we use the Geiz Majesty watch with the GQ driver and Geiz watch for the transformation. And then we have the transformation into Kamen Rider Geiz Majesty. We can just pull up a picture here, right here on my phone, and get a good look at him. So, as is typical for post-series suits, this is a kind of cobbled together mishmash of different parts. I'll start with the head. This is basically just a red and gold recolor of the normal Geiz helmet with the Geiz Ridewatch on the forehead. And for the body, we got this red and gold design to it, with the base suit being somewhat based on the standard rider time or rider armor. But then got some key details, being at the shoulder, the chest piece is reused from the wizard armor, the shoulders from Kamen Rider Zeronos, and then the key detail that stands out is that he has the ride watches of the previous secondary riders on him. And these do go in actual pattern. So on starting from the right we have G3, Knight, and Kaixa, Garren and Ibuki on this arm. Then Gatack, Zeronos, Accel, Diend. Coming over to the left side, got Accel, Birth, Meteor, Beast, Garren, Mach, Specter, Brave, and Cross. Not to mention he also has this cape on the back. While a lot of fans were certainly hoping that this would be basically a retooled version of the Grand Geo suit, this is something that is pretty much only used once for the V Cinema. So they probably didn't want to spend too much on making this new suit. And for what's worth, I think it works well for Geiz. Not to mention it does actually make use of the previously unused secondary rider watches. And from there we can get to the finish time. That activates the SALVATORE time burst. In addition, just like with the Grand Geo watch, there's also a shortened version of the transformation that you can do by pressing and holding the button on the Geiz Majesty watch. Let's do that again. Then it switches back, you just press and hold the button again. Finally, we can also use the Geiz Majesty watch with the Accel and Zax for weapon finishers. So first we get the Majesty Zakuri cutting. I'll switch it over to Yumi mode. And the Majesty Giwa Giwa shoot. And there we go. Overall, for what may be the last Ridewatch I ever review, this is a great one to end off on. I already thought that the Grand Geo watch was amazing on its own, but for Gates to get his own version of that is equally as impressive. The change to the color scheme very much works for Gates, especially having the red and the gold, which is something I always think is a great color scheme regardless of what it's used for. Not to mention, it actually is a chance for Gates to actually make use of the previous rider's powers, which is something we didn't really get to see very much at all, or rather we didn't see him really use much in terms of secondary rider powers in the main series. This is quite cool. Not to mention that it's got a very nice transformation song that is unique and not just some kind of remixed version of the Grand Geo transformation, as well as its own finishing attack, plus some extra voice lines. I will admit it's a little weird that they used the lines from Gates' death scene from the end of the series, but the rest of them are actually lines from the Geiz Majesty V cinema. So if you're a real big fan of Kamen Rider Gates like I am, this is absolutely a watch I can recommend picking up. And the nice thing about this is that it's something you can actually buy directly from Amazon Japan instead of having to go through a middleman to get it off of Premium Bandai. So if you can afford it, and you have an account on Amazon Japan, you should be able to get this, especially because while Japan Post has been kind of put on hold for shipments to places like the US, if you're living in the US at least, Amazon Japan is still using services that will ship to the US, such as DHL. So, very much recommended for any Kamen Rider Gates fan. Next time I'll be reviewing the RKF, Rampage Vulcan, and Jin Burning Falcon. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, riding off.